Hey, Bart, want to trade lunches?
No way, dude. I got each of the 4 food groups. Sandwich group, cow group, jungle group, Butterfinger group.
Hey, there's no Butterfinger group.
Au contraire, mon frère. The Butterfinger group provides the crunchy peanut butter and chocolatey taste essential for survival.
I don't have the Butterfinger group.
Looks like you could die of malnutrition, dude.
Peanut buttery Butterfinger.
It's neato.
And it's neato.
Behold, the last Butterfinger in the whole house, and I have it.
Dad says no teasing.
Na 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 na. Whoa! Check out the smooth, chocolatey outside, the crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery inside.
Dad says if you make a scream, you're dead meat.
You wouldn't scream.
Now what?
Never mind.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Hey, paper baghead!
Oh, man. I'm dead meat on a stick.
How much money you got, Simpson?
$1.03, Mr. Bully, sir.
Keep a change.
Thanks, man.
Think I'll take that Butterfinger, too.
Think again, Nelson. Ha!
Get a crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery burst in every bite of Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Ooh, my little buddy's sleeping like a baby. He won't mind if I take a bite of his crispity, crunchity peanut.
I told you, Homer. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Look at this ink blot, Bart, and tell me what you see.
A Butterfinger.
And this one?
Another Butterfinger.
Just as I thought. Your obsession with this so-called Butterfinger can be overcome only by sharing the very object you hold most dear.
Speak English, Doc.
I want that Butterfinger!
You need help, man.
Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger.
Wait, boy!
Sorry, man. But nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
And try new Butterfinger ice cream bars.
Cool, man. Butterfinger on a stick.
At last they're here. New Butterfinger ice cream bars.
Hi, dudes.
Crispity crunchity outside, creamy ice cream inside.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Bart, I'm gonna open my mouth and close my eyes, and you're gonna give me a big surprise.
Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. Open sesame.
Hey, Joe, we're down to the last Butterfinger.
The last Butterfinger! Aha!
Hey! Simpson going deep.
Get a crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery burst in every bite of Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Ayo! Now, little spike-headed one.
Uh-oh.
First lesson. Ayo! Lesson number 2. Now we take Butterfinger break.
Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger.
Lesson number 3. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
And try new Butterfinger ice cream nuggets.
I'll be your best friend.
You already are.
Ooh, I bet you kids would like some of these new Butterfinger ice cream nuggets.
They sure would have.
Would have.
No! Crispity, crunchity outside, creamy ice cream inside.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. Butterfinger BBs. Why don't you share them? Just eat them. Share them. Eat them. Share them. Eat them.
New crispity, crunchity, Butterfinger BBs.
Come on, eat them all. Okay. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Math is easy. Let's say you have 15 Butterfinger BBs. And I take 5 of them. What do you have left?
One less, sister.
New crispity, crunchity, Butterfinger BBs.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. What the?
You're such a brat, Bart.
What?
Yeah, you won't share your new Butterfinger BB.
Oh, we're taking them. Ooh, bite size.
Down the hat, sir.
No, Maggie, no!
Really munchies, man.
Bag a bunch of crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger BBs. They're new.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger BBs. Try to get up, Homer.
I can't.
Too bad, man.
Why, you little crabs.
Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. Police! I've been robbed!
You say it was crispity, crunchity, and peanut buttery? Oh, yum. Who laid a finger on Bart's Butterfinger? There are 6 suspects, but only 5 alibis.
What's an alibi?
No! Find out who doesn't have an alibi, and you could win $50,000. See these wrappers for details. Name?
Homer.
The crime of the century has been solved. We're live from Springfield to find out who laid a finger on Bart's Butterfinger and who will collect the $50,000 reward.
Wheel them out, boys.
Homer? Rusty!
Heck out, Spain! That's who done it. And here's who won the $50,000 reward.
Nancy Fredholm from Hudson, New Hampshire. The one effective detective, ma'am.
What happened to the lights?
It's just a power outage, Dad.
What was that?
It's just Bart eating a Butterfinger.
Ooh, and it sounds like he's right over here. Oh, how about a bite, little buddy?
Well, okay, Homer. Just one.
Hey, this tastes just like a dog biscuit.
Get a crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery burst in every bite of Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
What did I tell you, Principal Skinner?
Mrs. Scribumple, it's time we cut off Simpson's Butterfinger supply.
It's showtime!
Get a crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery burst in every bite of Butterfinger.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Thanks, Bart. Plato says to share is to truly live.
Yeah? Well, Bardo says eat my shorts.
Crispity, crunchity Butterfinger BBs from Nestle.
Well, I don't see that quote anywhere.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger BBs.
Gang, do you hear that?
Indeed, my sister. Look.
Whoa!
UFO spotted in Springfield.
Homer!
Night, boy.
Whoa, alien dudes.
You ingest this earthly confection for pleasure. We shall study this Butterfinger.
As well as you.
Let me take you to my leader.
There's nothing like a crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger from Nestle.
Oh, not again.
Night, Homer. Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Come on, boy. Bart's Butterfinger, so Butterfingery.
Hit a homer, dude.
Crispity, crunchity Butterfinger from Nestle.
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Lousy ducks. Woohoo! Ew. Trade you that teeny little Butterfinger for this big manly poodle.
No thanks, homeboy.
You little... What the...
Presenting Sheba the Bearded Lady.
Crispity, crunchity, peanut buttery Butterfinger from Nestle.
Want to go dancing?
Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger.
Crispity!
Bite my Butterfinger.
From Nestle.
What was that?
A Butterfinger, Grandpa?
Well, stop it.
Okay.
I said stop it!
I did.
Oh, darn osteoporosis.
Bite my Butterfinger.
From Nestle.
Bite my Butterfinger.
From Nestle.
All gone, homie.
Can I at least smell your breath? A, B, 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 C, C, B, B.
Peanut buttery Butterfinger BBs. Is there any snack as crispity? No, there isn't.
J, K, L,
N-O.
P, Q, R, S, T, U, W, X, Y, you little...
Butterfinger BBs.
From Nestle.
See you later, homeboy.
Apu, where are the Butterfingers?
Sold out, but try my other 350 candy varieties.
I need a crispy, crunchy, peanut buttery Butterfinger. I'll give you 4 fingers.
That tastes like a
Nothing
good
like
deal.
a Butterfinger.
From Nestle.
Betterfinger.
Bart, you've got some unique activity in your brain's
History
pleasure
began
mode.
in
Diagnosis,
1988.
Butterfinger
Fun
Rabbit.
really started in 2007.
No cure.
And ever since, people of all kinds
Crispy,
have banded
crunchy,
together
peanut
to not only
buttery,
celebrate
nothing
the
like a
yearly
Butterfinger.
football video
From
game
Nestle.
franchise Madden.
Oh, why does
Pick
Bart
an
always
entry.
get the good diseases?
Honey, you did have a
Good,
great
right?
time doing
Don't you
those
stand there thinking you
commercials.
can't have
And
a
you
high
made
like
a lot
this.
of money.
Come on.
I did.
There's a
Where is
Madden
it?
for everybody.
Father invested it in a college
I know.
trust fund.
Pretty wild,
which
right?
Today
And
must
take my
be
word
worth
for it.
No,
EA
no,
Sports
no,
cracked
no,
the
no,
code.
no, no.
Has made sure that each and
You
every
spent all
Madden
the
game is a
money I
different
earned?
stroke for a
I
different folk.
needed it.
Madden 03 and 4, you played for the lore. Packed with stuff never done before. Madden 97, turned it to 11. This game can cure all kinds of depression. Madden 25, what did we travel through time? Pretty right. John Madden football, now I've seen it all. Shows how the mighty just refuse to fall. Pick any game you want, you have my guarantee, cause there's a Madden just for me.
Yeah, I know, I hate talking politics, but everybody has a right to Madden. Just ask the Madden 3DS community. Those guys get it.
Madden Overdrive, not a nosedive. EA Sports, you continue to thrive. What's their bottom goal? Their honest intent, providing players with pride and accomplishment. Madden CD, oh boy, oh gee, why can't these things start growing on trees? Madden 08, it's Nirvana on a plate.
I don't like that one.
You're a f***ing disgrace. Pick any game you want, you have my guarantee. 'Cause there's a
History began in 1988. Fun really started in 2007. And ever since, people of all kinds have banded together to not only celebrate the yearly football video game franchise Madden, but to pick an entry as their favorite. Woo! It's pretty good, right? And don't you stand there thinking you can't have a high like this. Come on, there's a Madden for everybody. I know. Pretty wild, right? And take my word for it, EA Sports cracked the code and has made sure that each and every Madden game is a different stroke for a different folk.
Madden 03 and 4, you played for the lore. Packed with stuff never done before. Madden 97, turned it to 11. This game can cure all kinds of depression. Madden 25, what did we travel through time? Nah, I mean, it was pretty alright. John Madden football, now I've seen it all. Shows how the mighty just refuse to fall. Pick any game you want, you have my guarantee, cause there's a Madden just for me.
Yeah, I know, I hate talking politics, but everybody has a right to Madden. Just ask the Madden 3DS community. Those guys get it.
Madden Overdrive, not a nosedive. EA Sports, you continue to thrive. What's their bottom goal? Their honest intent, providing players with pride and accomplishment. Madden CD, oh boy, oh gee, why can't these things start growing on trees? Madden 08, it's Nirvana on a plate.
I don't like that one.
You're a f***ing disgrace. Pick any game you want, you have my guarantee. 'Cause there's a Not you.
Yeah, I like this one.
No, no, no! It's just not fair. Everybody's all about Madden this, Madden that. People need to realize there's only one sports game that deserves recognition. I'll show them all.
Scott here, and man, what a perfect Madden day it is here in the year Madden 19. That's Madden lingo for 2018. Sure, some games may be better than others, but as human beings, we all share the primal instinct to pick a Madden to call our own. Everyone has one, just take a look. Madden 2001.
Society peaked in 1988 with the release of John Madden's football.
I sure do love Madden 07.
If you feel like you can live, if you've never experienced Madden 2020 more than Madden 09, Madden 06 on the PS3 of the future. It's Madden, and it's not one for reason. I hear it, Madden 19, am I right? You ain't played Madden NFL 2007, baby. Madden 11 on Wii, Madden 05, Madden 3. Madden 2002 for the Nintendo games with John Madden football. I love Madden 07 more than I love my child.
It just makes me feel all warm and culty on the inside. It's just such a great time to be talking about any retired coach or sportscaster born in 1936. Talking about Madden, looking at Madden, trading in Madden. Now that I got that out of my system, let's figure out what I should talk about today. I don't know. I already talked about Sonic 2. What else is there? It's always been there. Dig Vital. Well, I like both of those things, so why not? So this game is a little thing I like called Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops. College Hoops, slang for university basketball. Awesome Baby, a phrase deriving from pure joy. But what exactly is a Dig Vital? Apparently one of the most eccentric and beloved basketball commentators of all time. He's evolved from coach to sportscaster to jack of all trades, appearing in various films and commercials, writing books, and lending his voice to the NCAA March Madness games. Now the killer apps of Dig Vital are his catchphrases. We have such mainstays as a diaper dandy, slam bam jam, dipsy do dunkaroo, and any and all varieties of a phrase that even resembles "It's awesome, baby." In 1994, Time Warner Interactive struck a deal to cram as much Vital in a Sega Genesis cartridge as humanly possible. And that's all I got from the game's Wikipedia article. Look how small this is. You could tattoo this entire thing on your foot. And before anybody asks, no, this game has no relation to College Hoops 2K8. This is bullshit! Well, let's take a look at the manual. Hello everybody, I'm Dig Vital. He's talking to me. How could anybody not be turned on by College Hoops? We have a Dig Vital Rosetta Stone in the back too. I always wondered what my neighbors meant when I heard them screaming Pine Time. The answer was always here. Play and you'll be screaming Awesome Baby with a capital A. That would look fucking stupid. The only Genesis basketball game with a 3D rotating core and Dig Vital. Sure, some Genesis games have a 3D rotating core and some have Dig Vital, but this one has both. I can't hold this much longer. It's finally time to find out what's been sitting on my desk for the past 2 years. This is Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops. I hate when that happens. I don't know if Dig Vital ever made the statement. If only I was the basketball. And this is an only Dig Vital fans will get this Easter egg. But man, I've been trying to figure out the reason behind this for the past 15 seconds. Dig is wheeled in here, screams 11 letters in a row, and we have a title screen that delivers the heartiest out there. This title screen is great because you can crop out any portion of it and still know exactly what it's about. Oh yeah, basketball, easy. Next question. Well, let's set up a game, and you know we have to represent our buds down in Tucson, Arizona, and who better to go against than No Carolina? Playing the actual game? Yep, the back of the box doesn't lie. That is a 3D rotating core, and that is Dig Vital. You just run around with Dig Vital in your ears trying to get your ball in these things. I lost. No Carolina won that. Who did?
Warm up the butt, baby. Let's win it.
Jesus, I'm briefing. This guy's just eating a sandwich. Now, am I anal about losing or completely indifferent to it? I don't know, but personally, I think I'm on team anal for this one. Now, of course, playing basketball is only one part of Dig Vital's Awesome Baby experience. We also have the extra mode options. Look at this, we have a sound test. We can go through all of Dig Vital's phrases like
Awesome, baby.
And
Awesome, baby.
It never gets old.
Hey man, you drama at the hospital.
I'm busy. So, Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops. You may be asking, where does this fit in on the Madden timeline? That's a good question. I'd say it fits snugly between the Madden CD and Madden 95 era. Does that make it any good? Not really. It has that awkward 3D sports game for the Sega Genesis twang, and overall this game just doesn't really hold up that. What the hell? I do not know what happened there, so whatever. Let's just forget Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops and go back to playing some Madden now. Ah! All my copies of Madden away have been Vital'd.
All right, everybody, you can stop with the comments. I'm finally going to take a look at Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops.
So Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops is what I would personally consider to be an all-time pooping classic. It's definitely the pinnacle of the Dig Vital related Genesis games with Awesome Baby in the title.
Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops. What's all that about?
Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops has a lot of unseen and unused content in it.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the brand episode of The Completionist, where today I'm going to complete Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops.
Okay, so this is just a wild shot in the dark here, but I assume this timeline has been altered, and now the only sports game you can play is Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops. It's a good thing I bought that Space Time Continuum Proof baggie. Copy of Madden away, then a flash drive with the NFL theme song on it. You can never be too safe. I think I was the only person not affected by this whole timeline fiasco because I was playing Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops when it all happened. There's always a loophole. Well, since I can't alter the Space Time Continuum myself to change it back how it used to be, I'm just gonna do what anybody who's in a world that believes that Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops is the only sports game you can play would do. Dig Vital is a myth. I like Dig Vital more like I don't like Dig Vital. I drew devil horns on him. That's how you know he's bad. The police agree with me.
This just in, a local anti Dig Vital nutjob decides to publicly whine about Dig Vital, screaming such obscenities as Vince Young and EA Sports. He's being put under house arrest, and quite frankly, we're just glad this kind of lunatic is off the streets.
That guy might be onto something.
Hey all, Scott here. I've heard the request, and yep, I'm finally gonna do it. Today we're gonna be taking a look at house arrest. Take a look at your nearest ankle. If you have one of these guys plastered on it, then you get it. House arrest has been a thing since the glory days, aka the 17th century. Simpler times, when you could force somebody to not leave their house without ankle jewelry. Now, I've recently been subjected to house arrest, so consider this a first impression, not a full-on review. This blows.
Hey, we couldn't have helped but notice that you've been completely rejected by society.
Yeah, I've been trying to pull off that look lately.
Sure is crazy, we're a little bit public indecent with somebody.
Yeah, some people are saying you're on a bit of a depression field Dig Vital protest. Here, this always helps me when I'm down.
No, I'm fine. Hey, you wanna know what depression doesn't look like?
Hey guys, whoa, you got Awesome Baby College Hoops? I love these things.
Alright, that is why I'm on some depression-fueled Dig Vital protest. A few hours ago, I was living it up with the big shots. Madden 94, Madden 97, Madden 11. I had options. But now all people play is Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops. Really? Who even is Dig Vital?
Not Satan, that's for sure.
Why even is everybody so pro Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops?
Because it's awesome, baby!
Yeah.
Dandy! It's completely by law.
Yep, this one for your young officials out there. I love Dig Vital. He's just the perfect blend of Dick and Vital.
Yeah, we've all been conditioned since birth to be pro Awesome Baby College Hoops, but you still have to tell me, what's a Madden?
Alright guys, I don't think I'm from here. I think the Space Time Continuum was altered, and I'm from a time where Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops wasn't the only sports game you could call your own. Look, I have proof. It's a football video game franchise that releases every year that peaked in 2007. My timeline had loads of these things, all with different numbers after the word Madden.
Oh my god.
I just want people to know that there's more to life than just games based around Dig Vital.
I have a confession, I don't really like Dig Vital.
Oh, what's the name of that? I know. Free speech!
This Dig Vital has been spanked onto our brains since we were young, and quite frankly, I don't know why.
Listen, there's more to life than just one sports game. And if I can't get back to my timeline, then I'm gonna try my best to change this timeline. To prove to everybody that Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops doesn't have to be the only one we can like.
Now those are 50 words I can get behind.
We can start by changing that ringtone.
Well, if we really want to know why Dig Vital's Awesome Baby College Hoops is a thing these days, we can just go ask our supreme leader, who lives down the street.
Neat. I'll head out with you guys.
Wait, don't you have one of those I hate Dig Vital and Proud bracelets on?
It's okay. They ran out of small ankle bracelets, so they had to give me an XL one. I can just slip this off right now and put it on a ceiling fan or whatever, and they'll think I'm moving around the house.
He's gone f***ing mad. Alright, what's the plan here?
Mind wording that in Dick Vitale context?
Yeah, as much as I want to overthrow the government and all, I still can't really understand much if it's not in the Dick Vitale genre.
I think the Anchor Store, they just layers underground that hole over there. All you do is sneak past those guards.
I think I know how to distract them. Man, I love Dick Vitale. Same. Yeah, it is. Holy sh**. Is that Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops? Maybe. We better play them all and make sure. Let's go. Alright, you guys go in. I'll hang back and stay guard.
Dick Vitale?
Dick Vitale. He's got it right.
So good.
It's just so great to see people who get it. He's just
the perfect balance of Dick Vitale.
Well, you followed me over. What can I do for you?
You know, we do have a few Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops questions for you.
Shoot.
Why are you wearing a mask?
I mean, I'm not Dick Vitale, so why would I show my face?
Fair reasoning.
Yeah, you guys can show your faces all you want. I just don't want to go to hell.
So how did the world get so awesome, baby?
Well, I would normally lie and just say it's always been like this, but you guys seem pretty cool, talking about Dick Vitale and all. So originally things weren't like this. Then there were a ton of other sports games besides Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops. I refused to like that. I built this time machine to travel back in time, persuade Dick Vitale to buy the patent for all video games, and force no other sports games to be created other than Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops. And also pull some strings of the government to make me the head honcho of all Dick Vitale-related activities. On top of that, make all Dick Vitale-related activities mandatory for all citizens.
Man, it's so nice knowing someone who means a time travel uses it to force him to love Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops.
Somebody had to do it. I'm also working on a bunch of new things, like this goo that turns any game you drown it into a cyborg, and this lie detector I bought at Cracker Barrel. Anyways, I have to prepare a statement to the people tonight. Some of that job was talking about Madden or whatever. Wants to cross over from another timeline. We'll be exterminating him soon, but I gotta tell everyone he's crazy or something. Let me just find my access code for the satellite transmission and we'll be all set. How did you get there, Rico?
Not from somebody who told me all about the wonders of Madden NFL football, that's for sure.
Alright, guys, I'm sorry I have to do this, but you all know too much. We can't have people like you poisoning everyone's minds, especially with the info you know.
Hey, look, it's Dick Vitale!
Alright, I know you're lying, but I can't get a chance like that, so boom. Okay, not there. Son of a bitch!
Oh my god, what a rush. And on top of that, we're home by 9 too!
Alright, what did you guys discover? Oh, he's
He altered the space-time continuum and put me in this f***ing abomination. I can't get it off!
Yeah, he traveled back in time to make Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops the only game we can play. And he put himself in power.
He was gonna make a statement to the people tonight over satellite, but I swiped his access code. The code is Dick Vitale.
Wow, that's the nicest felony anybody's ever committed for me. But since we have the access code now, we can tell everybody the truth. We gotta set up a camera. Alright, what's up, virgins and virgins? I got big news for you all. Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops is not the only sports game you can play. Look at this. What the f*** is that? There are more possibilities out there than just Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops. We all deserve to have an opinion. To be okay with the idea that sometimes it's okay not to like Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops. We all deserve to have options with our sports game, and the right to pick one to call our own. And that is how you tell everybody everything they believed was a lie. Yeah, I gotta hand it to you. You're really convinced me my whole life's been a sham. Well, we gotta see how people are responding. Looks like the Leash touchdown closed early.
This is bullshit. I'm not going to let my dream be thrown away just because some straggler from another timeline wants to change all my hard work. These people need to be shown that Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops is a right, not a privilege. They need to see just how powerful this game is. They all need to be taught a lesson. Yeah!
What was that? Alright, I'm just gonna say it. I think he went too far.
You fools! You thought Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops wasn't the only sports game you could play? That's ridiculous. You've angered the Dick Vitale awesome baby college hoops gods. Time Warner Interactive will smite you all. You've asked for this.
He's destroying the city with his love for Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops. I hate to be a buzzkill, but I usually call it quits when these sorts of things happen.
So I stole that guy's whatever teleportation basis for nothing!
Wait. This'll teleport me inside that giant robot. He might be in there controlling it. I'm going in there to fight for the right to Madden 08. I don't know if I'm gonna survive, but if he kills me, at least I'll die fighting for what I believe in.
It's cold out there, you know. Never put on the coat.
Alright, I'll text you guys if I die. Looking forward to it. That stung!
Awesome, baby! Awesome, baby! Land jam, baby!
It's gonna take a lot more than aggravated assault battery to stop me! Oh, what does it look like made out of blood to you?
You stupid, dumb, stupid Madden 08 fan. Don't you understand it's easier to enforce society than tell everyone the game called Madden 25 exists?
My next falling asleep.
This will be life from now on. Everything shall be awesome, baby!
No! Everything shall be centered around a yearly football game franchise by EA Sports! That hurt my skin and body.
I can breathe again.
Was it worth it? Why did you do all this?
Well, I just couldn't accept that people didn't care about Dick Vitale's awesome baby college hoops. That was the sports game I cared about, and to see everyone talking about anything other than that, I just wanted things to go my way for once.
I didn't know blood that much. Listen, man, I was never into the idea of there being Madden games outside of the 8th one, but you just gotta relax. There's more to life than just Dick Vitale. And there's more to life than Madden, too. There's gotta be another sports game that you like.
Well, I guess Mario Golf Toadstool 2 is alright.
That's the one with Mario, right?
I'm digging it.
What's going on here, anyways?
Oh, the timeline's resetting back to what it was before I took some creative liberties with it. Oh! Except the explosion's gonna wipe everything caught in it from timeline, so... Ah! Hey, I'm sorry. Maybe Dick Vitale's Awesome Baby College Hoops isn't for everyone. I'm starting to see that now.
Nice observation. I wish you realized that before you turned me into a blood dispenser, but it's okay. Well, if I understand this correctly, the time machine blew up because I sacrificed Madden 08, so this is the exact same timeline from before, but now with even more no Madden 08.
Madden 2099 is the next evolution in mankind.
Type bloody love the Madden 01.
It's Madden 12 for the NES.
Time spent not playing John Madden is time spent being John Sadden.
Madden 07.
But it's Madden 13 we're talking about here. I like to wash myself off with a copy of Madden 07 on the GameCube.
You know what? I'm okay with this. Madden 08 may be gone, but at least everybody else has options. Hey, I have all these other games to play. Like right now I can play Jesus Christ out of all options. Well, after sitting at this desk for 2 years talking about stupid Nintendo games and Madden 08, it's a little weird saying that one of those things is gone. Hey Scott, it's your Old Pal Sweepstakes winner announcer Jim here. It's my honor to tell you you've won our contest where you get to create whatever video game you desire. I told them I wanted to make a game called Madden 08 for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, and all the old platforms, and they're making an HD remake of it too!
Hey, Scott, you caught me playing Madden 05 for the Game Boy Advance. See, what I really like about this game is the gameplay. You really can't beat it, Scott. You really fucking can't beat the gameplay.
Alexa, what is the definition of a virgin?
Someone who likes Stuart Little and has never owned Madden 13 for the Wii U.
Oh, well, thank God I got my... Oh my... Every time!
I'm truly infatuated with Madden 07 for the original Xbox. There simply is no better game.
I'm gonna have to give Madden 99 a 7.5 out of 10. It really is a Dark Souls Japanese shoot 'em ups.
Sport! John Madden was so good. Where's John Madden 2?
Mr. Cat, I always believed that having a protein-filled, healthy dose of Madden 07 for the Wii really starts your day off right. Oh.
Don't touch my pizza, don't touch my jelly. I don't like blue cheese cause it is really smelly. You touch my pizza, you're gonna have to die. Start writing your farewells and saying your goodbyes. Is it your birthday? Think I forgot it. Since it's not over, let's go to Hot Topic. I'm sorry Granny for pushing you down the stairs. I apologize, don't know why you think I don't care. I'm stuck in my freezer turning into a Klondike bar. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm going far. I'm stuck in my freezer, turning into a Klondike bar. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I'm going far. Just a reminder, don't touch my pizza, or you regret it. You really will. I'll keep my composure, things will get out of hand. Don't know what I'm doing, I made this at 4 a.m. Just be yourself, man, it'll be alright. Don't let them test you, you gotta put up a good fight. I'm really sleepy, so it is time to rest. I'm ending the song now, I hope you have a good night.
Hey, Beluga! Beluga!
Hi. Do you know any way how I can grow my channel? From 1 sub to 2 sub? Beluga, I edge to your videos. Big fan! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation. I'm going to touch you, little cat. Hello? Can I have Nitro Beluga? Please, 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 please. Yo, English or Spanish?
这种严重违法破坏制度以前我们对此破坏香港内根本秩序，我们该。
朋友是一个坚韧不拔的。
The fog is coming. The fog is coming. The fog is coming. Die, 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 beluga, die, beluga, die.
Hi, I'm friend of Lightning Striker 487. Please, sir. Sir, I have something urgent. Beluga, sir, I'm subscriber. And I'm Hacker's uncle. Sir, I have vid idea. If you're free. So Walt will make hardest Kahoot, and Scammer and Hacker will hack the Kahoot to make it easy. But there is a catch. Walt has also learned hacking. Walt will go on a rant. Skittle will come up and you will lure Walt to and the hacker gods, and I will take care of him. Do you want script? Beluga. Answer please. Hey. OMG, oh my god.
Don't try to do that thing again, because it definitely won't work this time. Instead,
You should string
together
Hot food. We sit down to eat and the potato's a bit hot. So I only put a little bit on my fork and I blow till it's cool, just cool, then into the mouth. Nice. And there's my brother, he's doing the same. Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice. There's my mum, she's doing the same. Till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice. But my dad, what does he do? He stuffs a great big chunk of potato into his mouth and then that really does it. His eyes pop out. He flaps his hands. He blows, he puffs, he yells, he bobs his head up and down. He spits a potato all over his plate and he turns to us and he goes, "Watch out everybody, the potato's really hot."
New animal-shaped jungle pancakes, only from Eggo. Part of this complete breakfast.
Lego, my Lego.
Crispy, fluffy Eggo buttermilk waffles. Part of this complete breakfast.
Lego, my Lego.
Crispy, fluffy Eggo home-style waffles. Part of this complete breakfast.
Lego, my Lego. Yum, yum, yum.
Ruff, ruff. Wow, wow, wow. Bark, bark. Ruff.
Oh.
Ruff.
Maple syrup. Yum, yum, yum.
Ruff. New Eggo stuffed French toaster sticks. You can rip them, but you don't need to dip them. Part of this nutritious breakfast.
Lego, my Lego.
Rippable, dippable Eggo French toaster sticks. Part of this complete breakfast.
Lego, my Lego. Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, blueberry pancakes. Hello.
New Eggo blueberry pancakes.
Yummy.
Part of this nutritious breakfast. If they had any more blueberry taste, there wouldn't be room for the pancakes.
Lego my Eggo. Yummy.
It's a fact of life. Where there are Eggos, there are moochers. That's why you need this oh-so-clever box disguise, courtesy of
the Eggo Security Program.
Now watch what happens since we've turned these delicious Eggo waffles into stinky sweat sock casserole. See that? That's ESP at work. Moocher averted, mission accomplished. Kids, get your parents' okie dokie before going to LegoMyEggo.com to get your Eggo box disguises. Eggo waffles, part of this balanced breakfast.
Lego my Eggo.
Imagine something even better than French toast or waffles. Introducing Eggo French Toast Waffles with a taste of cinnamon and deep pockets to hold all that buttery syrupiness. New Eggo French Toast Waffles, part of this nutritious breakfast.
Lego my Eggo.
Introducing new Eggo Mini Muffin Bottoms. That's right, muffin bottoms. The least desirable part of the muffin. The part no one wants to eat. That last lumpy piece underneath. Oh, is he gone? Okay, introducing new Mini Muffin Tops from Eggo. We've saved the best part of the muffin. That flavorful, fluffy top. Just for you. Part of this nutritious breakfast. New Eggo Mini Muffin Tops.
Lego my Eggo. Oh, Lego, Lego, Lego.
Breakable, buildable Eggo Lego waffles, part of this nutritious breakfast.
Lego my Eggo.
New Eggo Buttery Maple Syrup Minis. The teeny weeny waffles with the syrup baked right in. Part of this nutritious breakfast.
Lego my Eggo.
A is for B is for C is for D is for E is for F is for
I want to dress up like a clown and have sex with children and kill them.
G is for H is for
Hello! I'm a clown! Hey, wait a minute, I thought we already did with Hello, I'm a Clown. And also, why is the video so high quality? Well, you see, since Puzz finally has the creative freedom to make his own version of the meme, he has the chance to use the high-quality footage instead of— I don't got no time losing your rambling!
I is for—
I haven't been part of a team since I was with the Four Peters.
J is for— K is for—
Kill yourself now!
L is for— M is for— N is for—
Well, I know it, but I don't think I should say it. All right, I'd like to solve the puzzle. No!
O is for— P is for— Q is for—
Well, motherfuck, I had no 3D glass animation.
R is for—
Scooby-Doo, that's just your reflection! Oh!
S is for—
Scooby-Doo!
T is for— U is for—
Yo mama, I'll fuck your mama, have her suck my dick and put my dick in her ass, you bitch.
V is for— W is for—
Well, cat, oh my god.
X is for—
What intonations?
Y is for—
You can just call me Professor Prostate.
Z is for—
Hey! Do you know what I like? Dance music. I just can't get enough of dance music, especially stuff from the late 90s and early 2000s. And when I think of dance music from that era, I think of Dance Mania, a decently long-running series of compilation albums that's all about dance, whether it be Eurodance, or trance, or house. And you've most likely heard these songs before if you're familiar with certain rhythm games. So you know what? Let's dedicate some time together and let's take a trip down the history of the series and find out the rise and fall of Dance Mania. In the mid-90s, dance music in Japan was absolutely on fire, thanks in no small part to record labels like Avex Trax who imported overseas dance music. They're also responsible for Super Eurobeat, but that's a story for another video. Then comes in the big boy, a big player in the game, and their name is Toshiba EMI! Seeing as they wanted to get their grubby hands into the dance music market, they founded a brand new sub-label called Intercord Japan. Now, I'm not quite sure where they got the Intercord name from. I'm gonna have to assume they swiped it from the German label Intercord. And believe me, you're gonna be seeing a lot of Germany coming up. And on the morning of April 10th, 1996, the world was introduced to Dance Mania 1.
Erotic, me and my cut and move. Beautiful, non-stop mega mix. Dance Mania.
Dance Mania was an immediate success upon release, and by the end of 1996, they had sold almost 500,000 copies. The album, and basically the rest of the series, is a non-stop mega mix. That's where a DJ goes in, and they mix together all the songs, and in the end, you get a 75-minute long DJ set for your own home listening experience. How cool is that? There are definitely a couple of notable artists on the first romp. We got groups like Cut and Move, Magic Affair, Me and My, but two of these artists would stand out among the rest and stick with Dance Mania all the way through to the end. First off, we got Captain Jack. They're a German dance project originally initiated by Udo Nieberjol and Richard Whitty. I probably butchered the fuck out of those names, I'm sorry. But they're not the vocalists. This lovely couple is. These are the Costa, the female vocalist, and Captain Jack himself is played by Frankie G. He's a drill sergeant, just like in that movie Complete Fabric Sweatshirt. The other one is Erotic, which was established in 1994 by Leanne Lay and Razzmatazz. And they're back. But it's very awesome that of writing and recording this video, I do indeed own Dance Mania 1. Unfortunately, it's the only Dance Mania album I have right now, but if you want to help me get more, support me on Ko-fi! Bitch, I'm broke! Puzzle piece? What is this? That's this blonde man on the front of the cover. Well, he doesn't have a name, but he was designed by Shuichiro Murata of Mega Graphics Inc., and you will see this guy in almost every entry in the series to come. He looks a little off on his first cover, but trust me, he'll look better by the end. With the roaring success of the first album, the people demanded some more. So across 10 months, we got 2, 3, and 4. Why am I rhyming? I don't know. But I would like to point out that these earlier Dance Mania entries have happy hardcore in them. Eventually, they'll be relegated to their own sub-series, but we'll get to that later. And speaking of sub-entries, we got our first one before the end of 96 with Dance Mania Classics. They didn't even fucking mix it! It's not even worth it! And that concludes 1996 for Dance Mania. It might not have been the best year for Dance Mania, but at the very least, it was the first. In 1997, Dance Mania got a bit interesting. First off, the blob guy on the cover evolved from being matte to very shiny glass. And he would stay that way for the next 4 volumes. We met new recurring artists like DJ Bobo, Missing Heart, Tiggy, Extreme, Jam Pack, and Miss Papaya. Papaya. They somehow even got some Eurobeat on this. Like, check it out, we got If You Were Here by Jennifer, that's a Eurobeat song, it's made by Digibeat. Oh, and also, they got Captain Jack himself to mix Volume 7. That's crazy. However, 1997 was when Intercord really started to dip their toes in making spin-offs. First off, we got Dance Mania Deluxe. Oh yeah, that's 1E. 1E in Deluxe. If you can tell by the golden color scheme, this is supposed to be the best of series of Dance Mania. And inside they got 2 CDs, one with unmixed songs and another with Mega Mix. However, this time around, the Mega Mix is on a tiny little mini CD. Oh, a little tiny mini CD. I want to put you in my game to play your little mini CD. Oh. Next up series they wanted to try was Dance Mania covers. Although this one would not last long, because admittedly, a lot of songs in Dance Mania are already covers, proving this to be a little bit redundant. This last one is a one-off, but a bit of an elusive one. Dance Mania video. I want this so bad. I have no idea what's on it. Probably just the music videos for the songs, but I want it so bad. Even if it was just music videos, I still think it would be cool to get like graphics of the Dance Mania stuff, like on video. That'd be cool. Imagine if they had like the blob guy who was dancing. Well, yeah, apart from that, that's pretty much a wrap for 1997. I kind of wish there was more to say about 97, but like, they're still really trying to figure out what they want to do. But then something amazing happened. Intercord Japan got a call from Konami! Dance Revolution! 1998 is absolutely the biggest year for Dance Mania so far. Funnily enough, we only got 3 mainline Dance Manias this year instead of 4, but the guy, he got another upgrade going from glass to reflective metal. Now let's check on the spin-offs. First off, we got Zip Mania. This was Dance Mania's collaboration with the Japanese radio station Zip FM 77.8, which is a Japanese dance music radio station that started up in 1993, and it still runs to this day. And would you believe me, if I told you thanks to this partnership, we can connect Chumbawamba to Smile.dk! Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you know that one song that was in every Chinese knockoff clip for some reason? Well, you can thank Dance Mania for that. They put it in Volume 10, and then that was in Dance Dance Revolution. You see, that's why they got the call from Konami. They wanted to put their songs in Dance Dance Revolution. So in return, we got not only a banger-ass soundtrack, but this hard-as-fuck image of the Dance Mania guy on the dance pad. These next 2 are continuations of the sub-series we mentioned before. Dance Mania Covers 2 and Dance Mania Deluxe 2. Covers 2 was the last one, for now. And Deluxe 2 had a normal-sized Mega Mix CD. Have fun! Next up on the list, they kicked off Dance Mania Bass with 0 and 1. These are not the real covers. If you want to see the real covers, find them yourself, because I'm not showing them here. Dance Mania Bass was basically just Miami Bass. Volume 0 was already existent songs, but Volume 1 was covers of songs that were in Dance Mania before, which is pretty cool, I think. Next up, we got Dance Mania Summers and Dance Mania Winters. Summers mainly features Latin dance and reggae, while Winters mainly features handbag house, breakbeat, and big beat. These 2 were pretty good, but they were kind of short-lived. Then there was Dance Mania 80s, which I guess is part of the classic series. And holy shit, Phil Collins is now officially part of the Dance Mania verse. We are so up. Alright, here's a popular one that I mentioned before, Dance Mania Speed, which at first had a bunch of happy hardcore songs, but it slowly morphed into what I can only describe as Eurobeat on hard cocaine. Damn good series. I sure hope it doesn't outlive Dance Mania for a little bit. The last final big deal in 98 was Dance Mania Extra. After Volume 10 of Dance Mania, the Intercord Japan team gave the fans the chance to pick the songs for a mix, and boy, did they deliver. If you're curious, the #1 pick was Samba de Janeiro. But with that, we end 1998, and it's time to party like it's not. Wow, it's 1999, and the new millennium is almost here. Since everybody wanted to be so cool around this time, instead of doing Dance Mania 11, they did Dance Mania X1. However, according to the OB, it's still pronounced as 11, but to avoid confusion, I'll just call it X1 anyways. So this year we got X1, X2, X3, and X4, and we got introduced to some really cool artists like Jackie O and Bambi. Bambi, I know that name, because she made Bumblebee. For the continuing sub-series, Zip Mania got its first sequel, Dance Mania Speed got 2 more entries, Summers and Winters both got sequels. Oh my god, he on X Games mode. There's also Dance Mania Deluxe 3, and Dance Mania Bass got 3 more entries. We got introduced to Dance Mania Super Classics, and honestly, this is what Dance Mania Classics from 1996 should have been. High-energy songs from the 80s and early 90s, and even some early Eurobeat too. That's pretty neat. We got 2 entries of that this year, and we got Dance Mania Club Classics, which instead focused on funk and hip-hop, and disco. Yeah, disco. Apart from that, 1999 really was not as eventful as the previous year, but trust me, the turn of the millennium will bring some great things. Give me a big beat! Welcome to 2000. We got 3 more mainlines and a plethora of spin-offs. Notable stuff about mainline Dance Mania at this time is that the cover format changed slightly. From X1 to X6, they had these holographic covers that worked like those wicked-ass bookmarks you get at the Scholastic Book Fair, where the image kind of changes depending on how you angle it. But unfortunately that's gone now, and also the text is a bit flatter now. But that's fine, with the blog guide still free. Breathing Through spin-off, Ace gets another free. We got the obligatory deluxe and Mania, Summers and Winters. We got 2 more Speeds, Super Classics 3, Club Classics 2, and Dance Mania Euro Classics, which I'm pretty sure is basically just Super Classics 4. Look at that pose. Here's Dance Mania Euromix Happy Paradise, because meanwhile with Avex Tracks, Super Euro Beat had reached the peak of its popularity, and everyone was doing Para. Wanting to get in on the Para craze, Interport calls up the man, the myth, the legend, Mauro Farina, to use his Eurobeat from Asia Records. There was also the label Eurobeat Masters, which was really just vibration in the skies, because they were already licensed to Avex. Euromix also had an accompanying Para routine VHS tape, and unlike Dance Mania Video, this has not only been uploaded in full, but in crisp, clean 60 FPS too. Thanks a bunch, Louis Shields. The next big album release was Dance Mania Presents Erotic Megamix. I haven't brought them up much, but man, is Erotic crucial to Dance Mania, considering how many entries the series they appear in. The blob guy is swinging the lady's leg, just crazy. But the cool thing about this release is that not only is it a Megamix, but each song has actually been remade from the ground up, which I think is fucking awesome. Really shows how much affection Dance Mania gives to the sex joke-based Euro House group. We got remasters of every Erotic song up to that point, except for Helping Dr. Dick, which didn't even get a full verse of the original, which sucks because that song's a fucking banger. You know what I think would be funny? If in the future I did like a lore breakdown of their songs, because apparently there's like a storyline going on. Also, can we talk about these covers? Look at this. Why is he so tiny? I don't know why, but in my head I imagine he would be like big. But on these covers he's like small. Let's debate in the comments. What size do you think the Dance Mania blob guy should be? Okay, so for these next 3 spin-offs, I don't really have much to say, so it's time for a mini speed round, baby! First, we got Dance Mania Super Techno. The second biggest thing the Para 2 in 2000, besides Eurobeat, was Hyper Techno. So Super Techno contains older techno songs. Alright, you do you, I guess. Next, there was another winter one. Dance Mania Winters Rock Brew. It's basically just rock-themed winters. It's also very rare. I can't really say much on this one, so apologies for that. Lastly, there was Dance Mania Diamond, which was a 2 CD deal. If Deluxe was the best of, this was the super best of. However, I guess they realized it wasn't enough, and dropped Dance Mania Diamond Complete Edition only 1 month later, with 3 whole CDs. Hot damn! Overall, 2000 was a great year for Dance Mania. It was also, unfortunately, the last really good year for Dance Mania, as things began to go downhill.
Look at the mess, my boy.
Yeah, talk about shooting yourself in the foot. The most recognizable aspect of your image is no longer present on the cover. But don't worry, he's not gone forever. However, we do have a shiny new logo. Out goes the Donny, and in comes this sleek, robotic-looking font. Alright, let's recap sub-series. 2 more bass, 2 more speed, a deluxe, Zip Mania Best, a sequel to Super Techno, 2 sequels to Euromix, and a sequel to 80s, oddly enough. There weren't really any new sub-series this year, but we do have a couple of interesting presents releases. Dance Mania Speed presents Happy Ravers is a standalone spin-off of Dance Mania Speed, which features songs from 2 happy hardcore labels, Blatant Beats and Next Generation. By the way, just because I don't think Blatant Beat is actually happy hardcore, that doesn't mean I don't think it's not good. Hell no, I love Dance Mania Speed. Meanwhile, we also got Dance Mania Speed presents Trance Ravers, and that's more in line with what Speed typically sounds like, but this time it's bringing some trance songs. Speaking of trance, you might have noticed I've been avoiding talking about Trance Trance out. That's because they kind of start off their own thing, and they don't even use Dance Mania for Dance Mania, so I would say that topic for another video in the future. Next up, Dance Mania presents Scorchio Super Hit Mix. Scorchio, her name is Summers, does a bunch of remixes of existing songs for the Dance Mania series, and this Megamix is all his. He even did the DJ for himself. However, this one is rare as hell, and the only person I can think of with a copy is Pro and Rap from YouTube, who Dance Series actually inspired me to make this video in the first place, so that's pretty neat. Last one, row 1, Giants Mania. This mix dedicated to the Yomiuri Giants baseball team. That is all. 2001 was bad, but hey, it couldn't get any worse, right? Oh dear God! Okay, so Interport Japan had been suffering massive budget cuts and so on, and it was beginning to look pretty grim for Dance Mania, especially with DDR entering 4-year hiatus after DDR was released. To circumvent this, they just decided to rename themselves to iDance. I like that name. It's nice and it's snappy. After Dance Mania, we got volumes 21 and 22, and 2 best albums, and they're color-coded red and yellow. And hey, look, the Blood Guy is back! Honestly, as much as I'm angry that they were cruising for a bit, the way the past 3 albums look were pretty cool. They had that like Gen X soft look vibe going on, like best of her. I have one, they're both pretty neat. As for sub-series, we got 3 Speeds, Super Classics Best, Super Techno Best, and Zip Mania 02? Really? They couldn't just call it Zip Mania 5? That's gotta be pretty confusing for people, because then I got Zip Mania 2 and Zip Mania 02. But now I have a feeling I need to address the elephant in the room. Say it with me now. Dance Mania Speed spiraled out of control! Really, they just started doing whatever. And the first example of this was Classical Speed, which was basically Dance Mania Speed if they did covers of classic songs. You ever want to hear William Tell Overture in the style of Dance Mania Speed? No? Well, too bad, here it is. All these songs that were made hundreds of years ago, now remade in the style of like happy hardcore and Eurobeat. Crazy shit. Oh, do you remember Giants Mania from the previous year? Apparently that sold well enough to warrant the existence of Dance Mania Sports. Although I do believe this has something to do with the fact that the 2002 World Cup was held in Korea and Japan, because Avex released something similar with Eurobeat. Friggin' soccer by Lou Grant. That's a stupid song. That's stupid shit. Okay, so maybe they kind of messed up with the last 3 mainline Dance Mania albums. So what? We'll try relaunching as Dance Mania EX with EX1 this year. Honestly, I don't like that name. Because X1 to X9, the X had a reason to be there. It was supposed to be like the number 10. But now I guess this is supposed to be a soft reboot. The blog guy back is center stage and the logo was really modified, so I guess that's the point. Also, around this time I got some new artists on the roster, like Creamy, Phil, and Tess. 2002 absolutely felt like they were trying to do damage to the series. Unfortunately, it seems like at this point it's been way too late to save the series, because I have so little to say about the next couple of years before summer together. In 2003, we got EX2, EX3, EX4, and EX5. And we also got Dance Mania Hyper Deluxe, which was the final Deluxe release, and Zip Mania DX. At first I was going to get on this one for the naming convention again, but this is a 10th anniversary of Zip Mania release, so I guess it's okay. Dance Mania Speed just continued to go absolutely insane. It started to figure out with Dance Mania Speed G, a follow-up to Speed in the style EX, and G2 released a couple months later. There's also Dance Mania Speed presents the best of hardcore, Speed sound effects, a spin-off dedicated to songs from action movies, and get this, Christmas Speed. Christmas Speed. Mind you, there was not a regular Christmas Dance Mania album up to this point. The Speed series did it first. Holy moly. I cannot even believe that. Then there was 2004. We got Dance Mania EX6, EX7, EX8, and Zip Mania 7. Wait, oh my. Dude, this naming scheme sucks. I'll just stick this up and stay with it. As for Speed, we got G3, but we also got Classical Speed 2. There was Speed TV, which featured songs from commercials and dramas. The last Speed release this year was Speed Deca, which translates to Speed Detective. It's remixed of songs from Hot Dramas and the like. It doesn't exist, but imagine if there was a Columbo Speed remix. That would be hilarious. Columbo, but he's drifting. Like an initial D, but the T stands for detective. What was I talking about again? In 2005, we got nothing. Okay, well, nothing in the mainline series. I guess they're just going on hiatus a little bit. But Speed, we got G4 and G5, meaning grabbing Speed G and Bow, and we got Anime Speed. which you guessed it, is covers of songs from animes. And for some reason, this one is on Spotify, like American Spotify. You can listen to this right now on Spotify. You don't even have to look for like a YouTube upload or anything. It's just on Spotify. Crazy. Hey, remember when I last mentioned covers in 1998? Well, I tried to bring it back. Here's Dance Mania Covers 01. That name makes me very mad. Because what does 01 even mean? When you made Mania 02 in 2002, that was referring to the year. But now what does 01 mean? It's certainly not the volume number, because this is technically the third volume of covers. This really pissed people off because after this, there were no more Dance Mania cover albums ever. Wah wah. In 2006, I was born. And also, Dance Mania came back from hiatus. What we love though, that I despise. We got Dance Mania DX9 and Dance Mania Treasure. So for the 10th anniversary of Dance Mania, how fun is that? Celebrate your anniversary while you're dying. Wonderful. We continue to do this in the art with Speed Drive. We released a song featuring car ads. My first heard that title, I was like racing movies, no, car ads. We also got a sequel to Anime Speed, which is also on Spotify, and Speed Who You Then, which doesn't really have a decent direct translation, but it's got remixed of songs from Mark Clark. To show you how dead Dance Mania really is at this point, the past 3 years took up the same amount of time in this video as 2002 itself. At least they were semi-regularly releasing albums. iDance just seemed to be more focused on their trance stuff. There was so much more trance in the 2000s, which I guess is true because like trance didn't really take off in the late 90s. But whatever, that's not my point. My point is Dance Mania at the time was just being neglected, and unfortunately, it's only going to get worse from here. By the late 2000s, it was pretty clear that Dance Mania was no longer iDance's priority. They were more focused on their other series like Trance Paradise and Hime Trance. Yeah, Hime Trance. Yeah, look at that. But the point is, Dance Mania was starting. For proof of that, there was only one standalone Dance Mania release in 2007. Happy Speed, the best of Dance Mania Speed G. And then Speed went on hiatus. They did release a short stint of part of our related albums in conjunction with 9 Love J, called Dance Mania Presents Natsumonogatari, and that translates to Summer Story. There were 3 of them released annually from 2007 to 2009. They continued in the 3 more CDs in the series called Why You're Best, but after that, there were no more. In 2011, for what I can only presume to be the 15th anniversary of Dance Mania, they released Dance Mania Sparkle, which featured a bunch of 90s dance hits. A version with classics will be released the following year, along with Dance Mania 25 tracks, a digital-only album with unmixed songs, and one last CD album called Dance Mania Party, which was basically just Sparkle 2. Alas, in 2013, Pushing the EMI, which is renamed EMI Music Japan at this point, was dissolved and absorbed into Universal Music Group, taking iDance down with it. The last member of Dance Mania under iDance was Enka Speed, an album I only know because they somehow made a Eurobeat song work in 3/4 time signature. How do you even do that? That's amazing. There was also another Zip Mania album, Zip Mania All Best Mix. But by this point, it was released under Universal Music, and the EMI Music site, which was home to Dance Mania albums, was unfortunately shut down. And in 2015, the quote-unquote final Dance Mania album was released, and it was called Dance Mania Let's Party. It's unmixed, it's digital only, and it has freaking Starships by Nicki Minaj, and that was it. They didn't go out with a bang, they didn't go out with a whimper. They went out with like a little fizzle. Now, according to a fan site called Dance Mania EX, there were apparently plans to make a 20th anniversary Dance Mania album in 2017, but then that got delisted from the UMG site, and then they shut down the Dance Mania site, which sucks. So yeah, I guess Dance Mania is gone. It's dead. So what now? There have been no new Dance Mania albums in 10 years. It's been a whole decade. And honestly, I'm not really holding out anything for a 30th anniversary release in 2026. It would be cool to see what they do with the new kind of dance music that's out there now, but unfortunately, I really don't think that's gonna happen. In an age where everyone can listen to any song at any time online and make playlists of said songs very easily, it just doesn't seem like there's a place for compilation albums anymore. For example, do you guys remember Now That's Like All Music? In the UK, that's still going, but in the States, they've stopped. What's crazy is that it's only been a year. Like, they just now decided to end it off? I thought it was stopped, like, in the late 2010s. But yeah, Dance Mania is gone, and I don't think it's coming back. I know it's always in my best interest to keep my head up and remain hopeful, but honestly, I just don't see a future where Dance Mania can come back and be successful again. Fly high, Dance Mania. You'll be missed.
Contestant of the month, Flower. Oh yes. Hello there, viewers. It's your fashion girl, Flower. Today, this October, I'll be, of course, doing a fashion show of costumes since Halloween is coming soon. You know, I'll be wearing some costumes, and you can tell me what fashion you like the best in the comments. Now I'm going to sing in the background while I'll be doing my styles, starting with my own fashion line. This song is good for you, and it's time for a fashion montage! Let's do this! It's so much fun, I'm a fabulous fashionista, that's what I want to be. I can dress up anything like a cat or a mermaid or a lady there celebrity. I am so busy, I spend my time posing, and everyone loved it too. You're literally jealous cause I am so pretty, I know. Good for you! Ow! My face!
Revenge!
Don't worry what you saw last. But anyway, what do you think of the costumes I tried on? Also, I want to thank my good friend Fiery for doing fashion photography. Yeah, and you're doing a very great job, Flower. I'm proud of you. Thanks! Like, as I was saying, Fiery really took pictures of me. I did. Don't believe me? Here's the footage. Now you see my best friend taking photos of the feminist fashion queen. He did a great job out there, but I have to say, I guess, Happy Halloween! Oh, Flower, you look so beautiful. Thanks, Fiery. And as for you, get lost and Happy Halloween. Today's VFB contestant of the month, Gelatin.
Let's go!
Hey yo, what up guys? It's your boy, Gelatin in the house. Although I'm really in the house right now. Today's the time of Thanksgiving, and I'm eating cheesecake for a snack before a special Thanksgiving meal, and it's one of my favorites! I have a lot of favorite things other than cheesecake, like forks and musical chairs, and listening to pop music, as you are listening to it right now, and also like drawing and making comics, and playing video games like Mario Kart, Minecraft and Among Us, and watching my favorite movies like Shrek and Monsters Inc., and hanging out with my best friends. And I like watching SpongeBob too. And for a very special Thanksgiving meal, I'm going to have some McDonald's! And it's also one of my favorites as well! I ordered 15 burgers with 20 medium french fries, and I think I might finish them all in one whole sitting. This is gonna be the best Thanksgiving ever!
What? Gelatin? No! That's way too much food! That's about 25,000 calories when you finish them all! You're gonna get so fat!
But Taco! I'm afraid Taco's right, my friend. You won't be able to finish all of your food. There are 15 burgers and 14 of us, so that each of us can have one burger. Yeah! Can't you at least share with us? We're hungry too, and we don't want you to eat too much. It's unhealthy! Yeah! Come on, you guys! I've been waiting.
This is a burger. And here's one from Food Panda with 100 pesos off.
build the cycle of strength.
Give ensure.
overthink it, man. Just take one. Oh, yeah. No, I think... Thanks. I think I'll just come back for it. Okay, first things first is milk. I'm not deaf. I said I'm not deaf.
Nice to meet you, Jeff. Can you grab me the cookies I actually asked you for?
Yeah.
God send Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Anyways, my name's Arlene. I was just headed here from some volunteer work I was doing down in the next township over. God bless the volunteer work. Fantastic work. Horrible coffee they had there, though. My God, was it dirt water. Couldn't down more than 3 cups of it. Seriously, it was disgusting, really. I like to think coffee's kind of like art. Coffee is kind of like art. I had to write that down. Can't you see that on a t-shirt or a...
Hello? Oh, God, did she just...
Bumper sticker if I can't come up with a catchy one-liner. Anyways, I do love the coffee selection they have here. Truly can't get enough of it. I don't really drink it as much as other people, but I'll tell you, if I don't have a good cup in the morning, I'm not myself. Wait, is that clock right? Oh my God, I forgot to pick my son up from daycare. How in the hell did that happen? Goodness, I am so confused right now. That is wild. That is just... Wow, they have hazelnut toffee light roast. I've never seen that before. Anyways, it's really nice to meet you. What'd you say your name was? What are you, deaf? I gotta skedaddle, but I'll...
have you ever had this happen to you?
Shit, we might do it.
So Roblox uses something called a floating point number to calculate what coordinate you're at. In binary, obviously, since that's what computers use for this sort of stuff, like no matter what you do. And it was these numbers used around 4 bytes or 32 bits to calculate your position. 1 is the sign, 1 is negative, and 0 is positive. This does not matter like at all. 8 is for the exponent, negative 128 to 127. And the last term, like 23, are for the actual number itself, which is raised to the power of the previous 8 bits. Now the thing is, weird ass things start happening once you get to ridiculously high numbers, because the floating point thing overflows. So yeah, just as a fair warning, things will start getting really weird really soon. So between around 0 and 16,384 suds away, you don't notice even the remotest thing wrong with your character. Like, looks fairly normal, and nothing is honestly really wrong here. After this point, though, you gotta zoom in. Maybe even zoom in a little more, and zoom in even more, and even more. Even this close to spawn, you can still notice slight things happening with you and the stuff around you. And honestly, most people probably won't actually notice it unless they really try. Like, you just won't notice much here. And you can still play completely normally if you really wanted to. After this point, things start becoming actually noticeable, even without zooming in. This is around at least 65,536 studs away, though. And at this point in their journey to the null zone, it isn't really that noticeable, and you still even play games mostly normally without any actual issues. But this is just simply a showcase of what is still to come. 2,097,152 studs. This is the first actual barrier in the game. So at this point, you end up hitting a wall where you can't go further unless you go faster than the 16 walk speed that's normally set, which is about 16 suds per second. Actually, it's exactly 16 suds per second. Yes, I tested that. So the reason is because every physics update, which is every 1/60th of a second no matter what, unless your FPS is under 60, if you're walking forward by any chance, you will go roughly 16 over 60 studs, which is 0.266 repeating per frame. You can actually notice this sort of thing at 1,048,076 studs out also, since your position there is exactly 0.0625 studs, and since your character barely walks fast enough to pass the floating point barrier required, it just warps over to the next one. Actually, this is what happens in literally any game ever, no matter what. Whenever you're out enough to actually see this kind of warping, the game takes whatever close you are to either barrier and runs it up or down depending on how close you are. So let's say there are 2 barriers 1 stud apart. If you're 0.5 studs or more from the barrier that's furthest away from you, you'll stay back from it. But if you're closer than that, you'll just still be warped to the next one. But the thing is, when you're trying to cross the 2.097 million stud barrier, you can't cross that rounding point required to warp, and it's not even close. And also at this point, the camera and shadows are starting to become sort of screwy. The only way to get anywhere at this point is either moving faster than 16 suds per second or teleport. So at around 16.777 million suds away, moving starts becoming kind of weird. Sometimes you can move normally, and others you just straight up walk into the ground. No, really. Here's a little demonstration of that, actually. As you can see, 1 minute I'm chilling on the base plate, and the other I'm just in the ground. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that this happens to terrain, apparently. Okay, well I just figured this out, and it was back to the video. Yeah. So this is because at 16,777,216 suds out, we crossed the point where precision is exactly 1 sud. This thing where we fall into the ground a bit only happens on the y-axis though. Also, remember that floating point chart I showed earlier, where there are only about 23 bits to use as a number? We now officially run out of bits to use for any precision at all. This means that beyond here, limits will start becoming incredibly spread apart, and soon you won't even be able to see your character anymore. Shadows have also broken. They're already way back before this, but now it's just a massive flashing circle around you at 8 million studs, and at 16 or 17 million, it covers literally the entire base plate if you're on the y-axis. On others, it just doesn't really show up whatsoever unless you're on a specific range of numbers, and it's also only on one axis. Also from now on, all the things showcased as our next section will only be on the y-axis, and we aren't even halfway done yet. So this one applies to every axis. Once you get to, get this, 67,108,864 studs away, you can't even see yourself anymore unless you're on the y-axis. This is because the precision is now to 4 studs at the very best. Not 0.4, literally 4. On top of this, the camera's now started to glitch out, only working on very, very specific X and Z angles, all multiple to 90 degrees. So 90, 180, 270, and also 360, which is also 0. Shadows have officially entirely broken also, now just being a black circle with a black ring around it. Between 134 million, 268 million, 536 million, and 1.073 billion, absolutely nothing else happens anymore, except for the same stuff I described before, but only worse every step of the way. But then when we get to 2,147,483,647, the camera just straight up doesn't work anymore, and I do not know why this happens either. Maybe the percentage is just so bad that when you try moving the camera, it just physically can't anymore due to this stupid floating point barrier issue. As at this point, precision is now 128 studs. There isn't anything else actually noticeable here at all, actually, so let's just move on to... 1 trillion studs. Yes, actually, the next limit is around, but not exactly at this point. So around this area, the skybox starts to flash black out of nowhere, and it seems like only at very specific angles too. This bug seems to also wax and wane as you go further up into the sky. Like, let's say at 1 trillion it's pretty bad, and then around 500 it's not as bad, but it gets really bad around 1 quadrillion, it's sort of like that. And at some point, and I'm not sure where, it ends up basically disappearing completely, which leaves you with a normal skybox. So from 1 trillion all the way to the real limit, almost nothing even happens anymore, other than the floating point bug getting worse and worse over time. Regardless, this is Roblox's actual limit. You can't go further than this, and if you do by teleporting, you get warped to 2.1474883 billion studs. I don't know why either. I guess it's just a randomly chosen number or something. Now if you wanted to go above that, this happens. So instead of Roblox simply crashing, the skybox becomes black, your health crashes to nothing, and the sound that happens when you get hit by a rocket launcher is played. And honestly, if that's an Easter egg, it's a pretty neat one at that, that I think 99.99999% of people at minimum don't actually know about. And yeah, that's it. That's all there really is to see. We've gone from this to this, and along through broken barriers that realistically nobody would ever really reach anyway. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Hello, contestants. My name is... Sorry. Is this better? Hello, contestants. I am your host, Ari, and welcome to this competition called
Please don't tell me. We're on a game show with an invisible host in the middle of nowhere. Great.
One? Is that an acronym or something? Yeah, it stands for you're on the plane, here to compete in my competition called One. You're here to compete in my competition called One. You six are here specifically to compete in my competition called One. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at your new names. I should probably drop it softer next time. These are your names for the competition. Please call each other them accordingly. How do you like your new name, magazine? Yes, it makes it easier to wait. Don't you want to win the competition? You wouldn't even want to stay for the chance to win a prize? One wish for anything you could possibly imagine. Riches, immortality, whatever your heart desires. Stand back, please. I regenerated him, or respawn him is a better term. Yes, as long as you're here, you can't die. Yes, that's what he just said. This challenge is simple. Don't hit the ground. If you are one of the first two people to fall, you're eliminated. And the challenge is over. You win this challenge. 3, 2, 1, go. That doesn't go. Okay then, tomatoes out. He didn't touch the ground. You guys sure are taking quite a while. Oh, if you fall, you're not eliminated yet. Oh yeah, after this competition, Tomato and someone else will be voted on by viewers to see whoever gets eliminated. Another challenge is played, and this will repeat until one person is left. Anyway. Oh, well, I'd say this should take a few weeks, maybe a few months, considering how one person gets eliminated for each challenge, and each challenge takes a while to make, but oh, oops, sorry. And it seems that Backpack hit the ground first, so him and Tomato will be put up for elimination to see who will be the first eliminated from One.
Yeah, just needs to attach the wood plank. Hold on. Before I give Backpack the cast, I'm gonna have to straighten out his stance. Use these to help you walk. Yeah? Oh, right. He was eliminated. Between him and Backpack, Tomato got the most votes, so I sent him back. I don't know. I didn't bother to count. Anyways, moving away from the elimination, it's time to meet the new contestants. Yeah, just wait. Hello, new contestants. I am your host, Ari, and welcome to this competition called One.
Not this again. Can someone please explain what's going on here?
You're on the plane.
The invisible host is holding us hostage to beating the game show for a wish for anything we want.
Oh, sounds fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah, forgot to mention that the new people are from a different world than you guys. Now that all of you got to know each other a little better, let's name the new contestants. No, I couldn't find any more name tags, so I'll just list them now. Let me just... Okay, there we go. Starting with you, your name is Subway Seat. Next is Tray, and after that is Contact Lens. Next up, you are Airline Food? Yeah, Airline Food. After airline food is Bission, and finally is whippy creamy. I don't know. Didn't think we had enough rhyme names. The second competition is to climb up to the top of one of these 6 poles. The last 3 to make it up to the top will be put up for elimination. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I guess Moldy is the first one saved from elimination. I thought you guys would have wanted to compete here. Remember the prize? Come on, the challenge isn't that hard. Alright, and I'll make it easier. How is this? Okay, Whippy Creamy is the second one safe. Oh, airline food is safe too. Okay, this is going too quickly. This should make it a bit harder. Trey made it to the top, so she is safe also. Will you try it if I make it shorter? How about now? No, sorry, try another pole. Just so you guys know, there are 4 safe spots left. If you guys climb this pole, you'll all be safe. Do you want it to be You might as well. It looks like Backpack is safe from elimination this round. Well, it seems that Soda Bottle and Senti both made it to the top of one of the poles. That means only one safe spot is left in this challenge. And Basie takes the last safe spot for this challenge. That means Contact Lens, Magazine, and Subway Seat will all be put up for elimination. Oh, right. And Basie takes the last safe spot for this challenge. That means Contact Lens, Magazine, and Subway Seat will all be put up for elimination. Oh, right. It's been around 4 hours. She got eliminated, so I sent her back. I guess now that the elimination is over with, we can introduce our new contestants. I don't really know where these guys come from, so I'm just going to introduce them individually. Starting off, we have Adam. Next up is Texty. Next is Folder. This one is Abstracty. Next is Stone. Anyways, the last contestant to introduce is... Right, okay. The last contestant is Circle. Hello, new contestants. I am your host, Ari, and welcome to this... Anyways, I am your host, Ari, and welcome to this competition called 1. Anyways, now that we've introduced all the contestants, we can start making the teams. Yes, since there are 16 of you, we'll have 4 teams of 4. You can start picking them now. Alright, Moldy's team is 4. That means Adam, Abstracty, Folder, and Airline Food will make up the last team. Now that you've got all the teams situated, we can start the next challenge. The next challenge is to... Your next challenge is to run to the tree and back. The last team to have a member run to the tree and back will be up for elimination. Are you guys not doing the challenge again? Oh, never mind. Texty made it to the tree. And Texty wins immunity for their team. And Contact Lens won immunity for his team. Now it's down to the team with Adam, Folder, Abstracty, and Airline Food. And the team with Moldy, Circle, and so you already did it. Well, I guess the team with Adam, Folder, Abstracty, and Airline Food was up for elimination this team. Yeah, I guess everyone else did it before you guys. Yeah, reviewers will vote to decide who's eliminated. You guys got mad at me last time for not telling you, so I'm gonna eliminate someone right now. Well, now that the elimination is done, we can introduce the new challenge. Give me a second. Okay, your next challenge is to draw these sticky notes. The team that makes the worst drawings in 5 minutes is eliminated. 3, 2, 1, go. Give them a second. Okay, you guys have a minute left. Okay, time's up. Let me see all your drawings. Okay. Backpack and Sunny's team both didn't draw anything, which means Moldy and Airline Food's team are safe. I couldn't actually find any of Backpack's team's sticky notes, so I guess Sunny's team is safe because they saw theirs, which means Backpack's team will be...
No, I saw Stone.
I didn't see them right. I didn't see that either. Okay, I'm gonna eliminate someone. Your next challenge is to do 100 push-ups. The last team to do a total of 100 push-ups will be up for elimination. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I guess Airline Food's team finished, so they're all safe. Okay, Moldy's team is safe. That leaves Backpack and Sunny's team to do 100 push-ups. Well, if neither of you are going to do the competition this time, I guess I'll put both of you in for lunch. Alright, it's time to eliminate someone. Okay, the person I'm going to eliminate is going to go back right now. Your next challenge is to stay afloat in this pool of water. The first team...
Let me get the cast off.
Harry, stop! Harry, go get!
Okay, which means Backpack and Soda will be put up for elimination. Okay, hey guys, check it out. I made clouds. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, we can start the next challenge. Your next challenge is to throw your rock into the top. The last team to throw their rock into the top is up for elimination. 3, 2, 1, go. And Moldy wins immunity for her team. And Airline Food's team is safe. That means Backpack and Senti's team are the last ones to throw their rock into the top. And Senti throws a rock in to win for her team. That means Backpack is up for elimination this round. Alright, you can start the elimination now. Okay, the first eliminated is... Hey guys, I'm back. We can start the elimination soon. Who's ready for the elimination? Okay, our next eliminated contestant is going in 3, 2, 1. Yeah? No. I don't know. Okay, let me respond to her after you guys are. I guess whatever happened, I sent you back to how you were at the beginning of the competition. Hey guys, sorry it's been longer than an hour. I was thinking, to make things a bit more interesting, we're gonna have a rejoiner. Okay, rejoiner rejoining in 3, 2, 1. wall to make. Yeah. Watch your step.
So what are you up here for? You gonna take me out with some behind the reeds?
What? No, I'm just going to the reeds. What's that? Is that the cassette player? Yeah, with the pieces? Can I have those? Because,
I'll give you the pieces if you send everyone back tonight.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Hey, are you listening to me? Tonight.
Yeah, no, not tonight. It's tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Yes, I'll do it tomorrow. Let's go back. After I found out I could plug the computer into one of the planets, I found a way to bring people from different places onto the planet. Once they were on the planet, they all got pretty scared. So the best thing I could think of is to say it was a show. They would do challenges, get eliminated, and one would win. It sounded fun, but I didn't get very far. After Calculatory was the first one eliminated, I told them the next challenge was to throw your rock as far as you can. When I dropped the first one, it crushed the whole contestants killed 2. At the time, I didn't know how to respond anymore, so it just ended the competition there. I spent the next years making sure the next competition would be better. Now, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. By the way, I made you a pen. If you want to go to sleep, use it. Thanks. Hey guys, your next challenge is to find a rock in this pile of sand. The first person to find it will be safe from elimination. 3, 2, 1, go. Just stop that.
Why is Owen on your computer? Why is he there?
Well, after the season ends, everyone will be sent back. You guys are really good contestants, so I thought picking people in the videos would be good too.
Up, I cast you off. I'll be watching as you